Now, the contention from a lot of people on the Remain side would be that the UK would have grown massively faster than any of these countries had we remained in the EU. I think that's clearly a fantasy. And the sad thing is, exactly on this same day, the 31st of January 2020, 5 years ago today, it wasn't just the same day that the UK left the EU. It was the same day the first 2 COVID cases were diagnosed in the UK, the 31st of January 2020. And every single economic fact from that moment forward has been informed not just by our relationship to Europe, but also by the fact that we were hit by a once-in-a-century pandemic. Yeah. That's why we all feel like everything is broken.
Hey guys, when was the last time you saw someone like Nick Robinson on Talk TV? When was the last time you saw someone like Victoria Derbyshire, for example, on GB News? I ask these questions because I'm not aware of either of them appearing on what many see as pro-reform UK propaganda channels. But it seems to be happening more often that people from Talk TV or GB News appear on the BBC flagship programmes, political programmes like Newsnight or Politics Live. However, recently Tom Harwood from GB News was given a platform to speak about Brexit and the pandemic, despite the reporter's attempts to get something positive from him. Harwood only offered strong views on Brexit. The position from many Remain supporters in the UK is that the UK could have grown significantly faster than other countries had it remained in the EU. I think that is an unrealistic perspective, and it's important to note that the UK's exit from the EU was on January the 31st, 2020, and it coincided with the first 2 confirmed COVID-19 cases in the country. From that point on, economic outcomes were not only just affected by Brexit, but also by the global pandemic. Now, to address the issue, why is Harwood appearing on the BBC? Some people on social media argue it's important for the BBC to maintain balance, but this isn't balance, it's panderism. It's a journalist from a rival channel presenting their personal opinion, and the BBC didn't challenge him. I believe that journalists have a responsibility to hold politicians accountable, report news, and present facts. The BBC generally prides itself on providing news that sticks to the facts, whilst offering analysis without injecting personal opinions, unlike everyone else. But what's happening here is that a so-called journalist from GB News is sharing his opinion on Brexit, rather than presenting facts without facing proper scrutiny. Balance can be maintained by having politicians from all sides of the spectrum, whether from Reform UK, Conservative, Labour or any other party. Politicians are expected to present their views, but journalists should present the facts and hold politicians accountable. So why is a GB News journalist appearing on the BBC? Why isn't BBC journalism appearing on Talk TV or GB News? Is the BBC now trying to attract higher ratings by pandering to this kind of content? This shift away from presenting real journalism raises questions about what the BBC actually stands for now, apart from harbouring paedophiles. Newsnight was once known for its critical analysis, but now it seems to lean towards offering opinions without presenting substantial evidence. We need to see improvement in how things are presented, but let me know what you think in the comments. I've been Jake from Just Jake. As always, if you want to buy me a coffee, feel free, and follow my Facebook page, and I'll see you next time. You actually made it to the end of the video. If you would like to subscribe to the channel, which, why haven't you already, is somewhere over there. And also, if you want to watch more videos, also check out over there. I've been Jake from Just Jake. See you later.